You know that feeling, right? When you think you found a way to save a bit of cash, that little win.
Uh-huh.
Well, it just feels bigger somehow when you hear about local discounts. And in Hawaii, this Kamaina discount really stands out. It sounds, I don't know, special.
It does. It has a certain ring to it.
Mm,
And just so everyone was clear, Kamaina literally means child of the land.
right,
Now, there's the very strict definition, people actually born in Hawaii.
right.
But the way it's mostly used, and what we're talking about here, is wider. It basically means anyone who's a current resident of Hawaii. Think of it like a local perk.
Okay, a resident perk. So if Hawaii is your home base, this Kamaina thing might pop up in different spots, maybe hotels, restaurants, and, well, what we're taking into, getting around, car rentals.
Exactly. And getting these discounts is often pretty simple. Step one is usually just asking. You'd be surprised.
Just ask. Seems easy enough.
Yeah, but keep in mind, some places will want proof, like a Hawaii state ID or maybe a driver's license.
Makes sense. Like needing ID for other things. Have it ready, basically.
Precisely. And, well, just like you wouldn't use a fake ID for, buying alcohol or something,
Right.
trying to fake it for a discount. Probably not the smartest idea. Could lead to some real trouble.
Yeah, definitely don't want that. Okay, so we've got the idea of the Kamaina discount. Let's really get into the car rental scene, specifically on Maui.
Okay. And what's interesting is how differently businesses handle these discounts. We found this info about one car rental company. They have this really unusual method.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, instead of just asking for ID, apparently when someone asks for the Kamaina rate, they tell them they actually charge more for locals.
Hold on more. Why would they do that? That sounds backward.
Oh, it's meant to be a surprise, right? The thinking, based on some interviewing tactics apparently, is that a real resident feeling like they're getting ripped off will probably complain loudly.
Ah,
But if the person just sort of accepts it, no fuss, well, the company might think, maybe not really a local, just trying their luck.
wow, that's a bold strategy. Sort of a psychological test. Wonder how often that actually works.
Yeah, it's definitely unique. So, okay, that's one company's quirky approach. But let's get down to the actual numbers. What does renting a car on Maui cost these days? Or, well, recently?
Good question.
We looked at some figures from earlier this year, January 22nd, 2024, to be specific. This gives us a snapshot, Weekly rates advertised from Maui's Kahului Airport, that's OGG.
Okay, OGG. Got it.
So according to rentalcars.com, back then, the lowest advertised weekly rate, if you were okay with an off-airport place needing a shuttle,
Right, the shuttle hassle.
yeah, that was around like $184. But if you wanted the convenience, picking up right there at the airport rent-a-car center, that lowest advertised rate jumped up to about $292.
Wow, over $100 more just for the convenience.
Yep, that on-airport pickup definitely comes at a premium.
Okay, so that was January 24, useful baseline. But what about more current info? We've got some stuff from the Maui Car Rental blog, right?
Yes, exactly. The blog gives us a more recent picture. For example, there was a post May 1st, 2025. It's called No New Taxes for Maui Car Rental in 2025.
Oh, relevant.
Yeah, it basically says that any talk about new car rental taxes for Maui is still up in the air. The Hawaii legislature finished its 2025 session, and, well, nothing changed on that front.
So, good news for renters, at least for now. No sudden tax hikes.
Pretty much. For the immediate future, yeah. It's one less thing to budget for.
Okay, useful to know. What else did the blog say about, like, actual prices recently?
Well, another post, this one from April 27th, 2025, great deals on Maui car rental prices going into May 2025.
Sounds promising.
It suggests that prices for, common rentals like compact cars, Jeeps, that sort of thing, they were in what you'd call an off-season range.
The shoulder season dip.
Exactly. Supply and demand leaning a bit more towards the renter at that point. It fluctuates, time of year, how many visitors are around.
Off-season deals are always nice to see. And it sounds like maybe that trend started even a bit earlier in the spring.
Spot on. There was another post, April 20th, 2025. This one had a catchy title. Easter Bunny brings plummeting prices for Maui car rental.
Huh, okay.
And it basically highlighted that prices dropped, like across the board, all vehicle types, right after the Easter holiday rush ended.
Interesting.
So, yeah, it seems like there was a decent window there leading into May this year where you could find more affordable rentals.
That's really practical info for anyone planning a trip, trying to time it right. Shows how quickly prices can react to things like holidays ending.
Definitely.
So this Maui car rental blog sounds like a pretty handy resource for keeping tabs on things. Did they list contact details?
They did, yeah. Let's see, physical address, 400 Han Highway Shed C in Kahului, Hawaii, 96732. They also have a phone number, 808-280-1196, and an online contact form on their site if you want to ask about specific rates or cars.
Gotcha. And they have a tagline.
Yeah. Better cars, better rates, affordable local cars, discounts on premium cars. So sounds like they're trying to appeal to locals and visitors.
Okay, right. So let's quickly recap what we've covered. We kicked off with that idea of the Kamaina discount, how it generally means Hawaii residents, especially for car rentals.
Uh-huh. And the very unique way one company might try to check if you're really local. That sort of reverse psychology thing.
Yeah, the charging more tactic. And then we looked at some actual price points. January 24 showed that airport convenience premium.
Right. And the more recent blog updates suggest, prices dipped in the spring of 25, especially after Easter,
Yeah.
entering that off-season period.
Exactly. So we've seen, the appeal of local discounts, the sometimes weird ways businesses deal with them, and how Maui car rental costs ebb and flow with seasons and holidays. It's a mix of things to keep in mind. The discount possibility, the verification methods, and just the general market fluctuation.
So, thinking about all this, here's something for you to listen to maybe chew on. With these different approaches to the Kamaina discount, some straightforward, some not so much, and knowing how Maui rental prices can swing around, what kinds of strategies might you actually use to snag the best deal on a car next time you head to Maui? Is it just timing, checking tons of sources, or maybe practicing your best outraged "I'm a local" speech, just in case?